My issue with Andrew's statement is this.
It's Lil Baby.
So let's fucking get into it. I guess like the big update in my life was, or the biggest thing was like the Jasleen pod, which I think we should talk about here because actually that entire relationship, it originated here.
Yeah, I remember. I was part of those initial first conversations.
Think about it. Me and you had our initial first conversations about Jasleen and her pod.
Yeah.
You had a fam emergency. I had to record Dolo.
Yeah.
I did a deep dive on the Jasleen situation progress.
Yeah.
Me and Jasleen, that's when we start chopping it up. She's obviously appreciative of our platform for just, being objective about her. Then she's happy that we were objective about her and Akaash. Whatever. I do the Jasleen pod. That shit go nuts, bro.
I've seen the numbers. Yeah.
Yo, but that even that small taste of that, I got so much respect for her and Akaash because even my small taste of that, it's intense. You know what I'm saying?
You get a peek into their world, some shit they deal with 24/7.
It's intense.
Yeah.
It's intense because especially like the people that like have tapped into that like whole narrative.
Yeah.
It's vitriolic.
Yeah.
Right? And not in a way like it's like I found myself like engaging a lot, right? And I'm like, then I gotta catch myself and be like, who the fuck am I arguing with?
Yeah. I'm never one to battle with keyboard warriors because I feel like it's a losing battle. Right, they have nothing to lose, and you have everything to lose when it comes to those conversations.
It's a losing battle,
Yeah.
and bro, I think the craziest thing for me to see that, like to meet Jasleen, to meet Akaash, right, and just get even like a small peek into them, I'm like, wow, like the reality that is truly honest and true compared to what the internet thinks is so far apart, right? Like I'm like, yo, y'all talking to me about people that I've met.
Yeah.
Right? People I've met, I've talked to, I've had real conversations off of a camera.
Yeah. I think that's the downside of people on the internet having parasocial relationships. They think that social media is reality, when in fact, a lot of what you see on social media is tailor-made for their taste, right? Like what you see is what's being delivered to you. It's not the actual reality of what a person goes through from day to day.
I think that's so funny because like even more recently, right? I'm looking at it, I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, Akaash sold out Radio City.
Yeah.
People on the internet are joking around as if he's lost something through all of this. I'm like, my guy just sold out Radio City. Just pure fuck what you think about anything else. Radio City, 6,000 venue cap.
Yeah.
Sold out, historic, all of that shit.
It's actually nutty.
Bro, just think about it from a financial perspective. He just got a bag and he did a couple of those, right?
Yeah.
And it's just so interesting. And honestly, so like more recently, Andrew and Flagrant made a statement saying that Akaash is no longer a part of Flagrant podcast. And I had a problem with their statement. And I want to make it real clear that I feel like I want to specifically state out that I don't know nothing. I'm speaking for myself and my opinion on this, right?
Yeah.
So Andrew announces that Akaash is leaving Flagrant. Did you watch the announcement?
No, I wasn't part of that.
Let's take a sec so we could talk about this, right?
We got to address the elephant in the room, no pun intended. As I'm sure you guys are aware, our boy Akaash, he really went through it earlier this year, showed amazing resilience. He has made the decision to focus all of his energy on stand-up. He is going to be stepping away from the pod. It is bittersweet. You know, we wish that he did not want to do that. But at the same time, you know, it's very hard not to root for your friend, you know, literally living his dreams, selling out Radio City recently, setting records in Toronto, just crushing stand-up around the globe. And
so we watched it, right? My issue with said statement, with Andrew's statement, is this. You heard the little piece about, and here's the thing. I'm sure that they're friends but I just don't like adding the context of he's been through a lot. Because to me, the way that I interpreted that, if I didn't know nothing about nothing and I wasn't familiar with the situation, I would think he's saying, yo, the internet shit was too much for Akaash, and he walked away.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you could have made that statement and just said, yo, he leaving the pod, he's focusing on stand-up, and that's it. That additional piece of context, like, how would you read that?
I think For me, when you're dealing with a delicate announcement like this, and I actually recently had a friend have to announce a member leaving their group as part of another creative collaboration, I think less is always more. Because the more you deliver to an audience, the more they can misinterpret and run with it and start spinning their own narrative. And there are also situations where obviously everybody wants to stay PC, but they do little subtle jabs at people when they say their goodbyes. And I feel like, I'm not saying this is the case here, but I'm saying the more you put out there, the more people can interpret it as either something negative or passive aggressive. So I feel like less is always more.
And
when it
to
comes
be
to stuff.
honest, that's kind of how I read that.
Yeah.
Like that's how because I agree. I think that less is more because as soon as you give anybody anything,
It's ammo.
Because here's the thing, based off of that statement,
Yeah.
we got motherfuckers like academics and all the other internet heads that are like, oh, Akaash left because his like
XYZ, yeah.
Akaash left because his wife made the internet hot. So if that's people's interpretation in the mass, and again, some could argue that no matter what Andrew said, they were gonna run with this anyway, right?
Right.
And put two and two together.
Well, if that's the case, then why bother saying it at all?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Because here's the thing. If you know that, and here's the thing, Andrew is a master at the internet, you should know that.
Yeah.
I can't believe in a world that he doesn't know that. He's somebody who's familiar with like narratives and how to
he knows
shape
the ins
them.
and outs. Yeah.
He's the top of the class in what he does, right? So for me, I was like, damn, you didn't have to include it's been a rough year for Akaash.
Yeah.
Right? Like you because the way that you should actually be was it actually rough?
Shit, if that's his idea of a rough year, give me Radio City sold out. I'll take a rough year.
I think because and this the funniest shit. My neighbor hit me the next day. This is the funniest thing because like again, I've met Akaash once. Like I love Jasleen after meeting her. Right? It was so funny. My neighbor goes, "Yeah, I heard your boy sold out Radio City," and then me and my girl were dying laughing. We're all like,
You're associated now.
No, it was so funny. I went back to my high school and somebody was like, "Yo, I heard your voice with Akaash." I was like, "Bro, I love them both. They were so nice to us, right?" But
Yeah.
like, it's so insane because as I'm sitting in Radio City, I'm thinking, I'm like, "Yo, if this is how a down year,
Yeah.
that's not how that feels. Like how that felt is that, yo, this was like the rough chapter in your hero journey before it apexes."
Yeah, before you hit the peak.
Right?
Yeah.
Like this is like like Mike, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is like LeBron losing a bunch of times and then finally getting that, I got the ring.
Not this year.
I've really learned that stand-up is what I want to do. I want to keep my focus there. And I think what happens a lot of times, if you have to put out a weekly product, especially with an algorithm, you start chasing the algorithm.
Ooh, that's
and
right.
then it morphs your product into something else.
That's right.